Christmas on the Street, 919 FM.
I could sing a good serenade. Oh, it's Christmas.
Job Optimum Health and Wellness. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan. Examines all of your organs in a single session. 95% accuracy. It's painless, non-invasive, and affordable. Call Pastor Job at 350-2628, 767-1031, or 275-6300. Sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan at Job Optimum Health and Wellness.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the street 919 FM. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845, 349-5178, or 342-7303.
Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the street 919 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the street 919 FM this and every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live.
Hi Trinidad and Tobago, this is yours truly, Pastor Charles, streaming live from Port of Spain, Trinidad, Maraval Road, 91.9. Our services start from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning from the first, the second, and last Wednesday of the month. We are going to...
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Right here on the Street 919 FM. Each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. with yours truly, MC Duke, alongside Selector Kochi. So make it a date and don't be late. Rock and come easy, line up, link up, creep up. You don't know reggae rock each and every Sunday. Salute God Amari, King Selassie. Pray that.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Take you over for spiritual food for the body, mind, and soul.
Highland worship. Maybe I won't win a bigger war or meet some famous movie star.
We now take you over for spiritual food for the body, mind, and soul.
Yeah, Shalom Israel. We are the ISUPK out of 120th Street, Harlem, New York. Been teaching this truth since 1969 that the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel under command in General Yohana, right? So when we come out here and teach, right? We come out here to teach the black man, right? Which is all as we say again, the Hispanics, all them Venezuelans, the Colombians, the Brazilians, all of them, right? Then after the native Indians on the reservoirs in America, right? And then after so-called Negroes, right? All these was just bywords given to us and things. So these are the people who make up the nation of Israel, God chosen people, right? So this is now we come out here and you see any problems we in, and then let people know that, hey, you know, yeah, certain things we have to follow, and we're not to following the other nations and things out here. And this is when I watch you as a people and think everything we're doing, we to the bottom of society. Every nation you see today had the economy, everything, right? We check out the East Indians, we talk about them here, right? And thing like we talking about them really in India. You see that Dilmati, that answer metal, you watch the Chinese and them, right? You see that song, you see that all these technologies and things to the same way, and up with the other white man fighting for places in society, how high up the right the Arabs. See what happening, you see what going on with the World Cup and thing, Qatar and thing, you see the places and thing, right? But one nation, when you really check, they have no economy out here, and that is so-called black man, the so-called Hispanic, blacks and native Indians, right? So again, the reason why we're in this condition is because we wasn't keeping the Mosai laws, right? And the same thing we wasn't keeping, the same thing we had to come back and keep, and thing, right? Because that was lost we today in society, and thing, right? So we had to come back, keeping back the Mosai laws, and thing, right? So let's go into something that will be like, you know, what could be trending right now and thing, right? So when you check out now, we had the World Cup going on right now, right? And thing, right? We say again, nothing wrong watching football, nothing wrong playing football again, but these things are really and truly set up for we just to keep we just kind of lost and thing, right? And thing, right? So it's like, right, football, just here the NBA, then we have football, then we have cricket and all these things, but really and truly I just think to lose with and not focus on the truth and thing out here, right? And at the same time, as we brothers and them maybe in the World Cup, we see today we Hispanic brothers and them, they them too and thing, right? So at the same time we backing people in the World Cup. It's all them Brazilians, the Argentinians and them. We ain't backing Messi, right? But we know Messi there. Yeah, we know Messi there, but at the same time, you know, we backing all them Hispanic brother to the Ecuador and thing, right? At least I should have getting about 5 and thing. Yeah. Wherever Hispanic nation come in there again, yeah, we backing you all the time to win. Because that's what it's about. Go ahead.
If I mean say too, you understand? Yeah. Then I'm gonna only think them, you understand, and come and chuck some of that money back in the people and come and give some tithe by command generally, and you know what I mean? And help for the people. So yeah, you want to win all the World Cup. You really concerned because at the end of the day, they pay, they job now. That's all.
Yeah.
Nothing bigger than that.
Yeah, so that we want people to win. So you know, again, they could come back and you know, at least they could take some of that money back and you know, build schools out of the ISUPK, and have brothers now could come back and you know, teach we people and let them know how to use the resources and things, and let me lesson on all the crime happening, and we know how to move around the nations. That's how the Mosai say and thing, right? And thing too, right? So the same time again, you see what happening and things. So the same time, yeah, you know, we ain't saying that you can't watch football, but at the same time, we brothers and there. So we pray that, you know, yeah, we back all we Hispanic brothers and them in the World Cup and thing too, right? But Jamaica, no, the Barbados in there, the tribe of Benjamin in there. So we have to back Asha and Naftali, all of them, right? And thing, right? Yeah, back them, right? So when we watch today now, you see what happening again, right? A lot of things taking place and thing, right? So one, just about a week ago, a fella passed away in the flood and thing, right? So everybody will have a tendency to say, like, you know what? It's poor drainage and thing, right? They clean up everybody littering and thing, right? Which that might just be about maybe about 5%. We were really causing the flooding and thing, right? But nobody really want to give the Mosai. Nobody really want to give the Mosai that credit, and letting people know that hey, is here really doing these floodings on the face of the earth, right? But somehow when we in Trinidad here, like a thing canal and thing and say, you know what? Hey, yeah, boy, the government and them in cleaning the road and thing, right? the drains and them, right? Then cleaning the road and everybody just littering and thing, right? We're not saying you're littering wrong and thing, right? Nobody shouldn't be littering for somebody else to come and pick up your mess and thing, right? So that is cleanliness and the whole under the Musa and thing. Nobody shouldn't be littering and thing, right? Yeah, you know you're coming down the road, you might be eating nuts, or you might be a bust, you're drinking a soft drink, whatever and thing, you're drinking a beer. Shouldn't be like, hey, you know what, that your vehicle and pelt it out the road and thing to at the same time. So we're not saying that littering is not to cause any problem. At the same time too, you're not supposed to be littering too at the same time, because somebody have to come and clean up that and all too. The same thing like your home and thing, you want people to come home by you, and then after you litter, and then after somebody have to tell you, hey, who is this, who do this and thing to the same. So at the end of the day, nobody not supposed to be littering, but people that's like, you know, they're thinking canal, right? But when we watch like China and thing, right? We watch India and all this about again and something in Germany, right? When you see a woman, she cry because she say because Germany got shocker. At that same time was Germany, France, all them thing them thing break at banks and thing, right? And the woman cry and say, hey, these things don't happen here and thing, and she lose she house and thing, right? So now she like, all right, these things happen in China, these things happen in India and all these places and thing, right? But how, you know, we thinking here now, when the place flood here now, right? And then you see houses moving, breaking down, cars floating like if it might be air and thing like that. You see it going and thing. But somehow or the other, when we get flooded and thing, we blame it on the drain, we blame it on drainage and thing, right? And not knowing that, hey, all these are just tools the most I have to do punishment on the face of the earth. You might just watching that water like rain and thing, just pouring this stuff. But now all these are just tools is used to do destruction on the face of the earth and thing too. Yeah, people the same way. And thing with poor and people's spirit, just like in the days of Pharaoh with the nation of Israel and thing, right? Because the nation of Israel in here, and it wasn't here anymore side. And so he come and, you know, he hardened Pharaoh mind, hey, here going on. Do them this, do them that. They want to hear me. Alright, this could happen and thing, right, and thing. So most I have a lot of different tools to punish people on the face of it. Animals is the next one too. Again, we have out here and all too the same way and all too to punish people when they feel and all too again, right? And the list goes on and on, right? So all those guys get carnal and thinking because, you know, the things we hearing from people in the streets that, you know, hey, all this is on the government and you go here. Yeah, boy, they include UNC is PNM and this thing going on right through and thing, right? But not knowing that a lot of things going on out here, they don't get the most credit, and somehow or the other there's one to the most I don't know how powerful on the face here, because why somehow or the other when you grow up in the churches and things, is like they preach that God is this loving and a nice person and thing like that, not forgetting like in Genesis. Give me Genesis give me Genesis 9 and 11. When you go back and think, like we forgetting that you know what, God was destroying people on the face of the earth, right?
I have. Tell me.
Go ahead.
Book of Genesis chapter 9 and verse 11. And I will establish my covenant with you. Right? Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth.
Right, so you know again what happened again, the most I destroy the earth by water again, right? So you see what happened again, right? So he did say he will not destroy it by with water again, right? So we know where he coming to destroy the earth with, right? Total nuclear bombing, right? So that we know we're coming after and thing, right? So again that's showing it again. See how that's how the most I wait name so the water and thing. See what happened, it was destroying and nothing new today when you watch around the place and thing today. I fell lose the life to flooding this year and earlier, but about maybe from that about 2 months ago, somebody just earlier up in a few months ago, somebody did lose their life again in flooding and all too again, right? So you're seeing again that hey, these things that's not happening and thing, the rain that's not dropping here. And you see right, it's like right, the most I say right here going and talking to the angels, let it pour, let the rain pour down, pour that Spain here and thing, right? When you watch Library Dry Shagarama's dry. Then the next day come now, Port of Spain dry. And then after Port of Spain dry, Shagarama's wet and thing like that. The same thing, and people that's like, alright, nah, it ain't happening just so. The most I making them drops and them fall. Nothing happening just so. Just like you say the bird, like if a bird fall out the sky, just like somebody die, it's the same thing too. The bird in that's dropping down just so and out with the most I doing it. Same thing when you think I make dead, I make alive and thing too. Nobody want to get the most high credit. Same thing with sickness and thing. Same thing when coming to sickness and all too, right? It's like everybody, you have about 100 women going to make babies and thing, right? But out of that baby, 100 babies, now you have about 10 schizophrenia, some blind, some born with problems with the hand, the footwork kind of thing, right? And then after about maybe 90 good. I just said, but why 10 come out so and then 100 good? And thing yourself too, because why the Musa in charge of everything on the face of the earth here. And thing too again. So he in charge of all these things when you see these things happening. And then after again you're gonna understand that hey, some of these things again is because like when we see what King David and all too again, right? So like showing you that hey, don't feel that out here you go come out and do something and you go feel okay when you go live good and thing, right? And feel like alright, I go on and do something, I go and go against my brother and feel like I go rip him off and thing, right? And you see that rip off money, you go see yourself living good and thing. Which yeah, you go see yourself living good. You ain't bound to live good, but you're going on too. You are the most I could miss and thing, right? The most I could really make you live good and thing, and you see your children, you put the punishment on your children. And then after you want to know, well, boy, what is really going on with my children? And then, boy, why my children so stupid, boy? Although you're talking to them, they ain't with them. Just like the most I say, rebellious people and things. They ain't here, they want to know what's going on. And now you go, because of the scriptures, not taught to be the right way, now you get to see and think that, hey, all these things, just like what happened with King David. The most I didn't kill King David, he didn't kill the didn't kill the woman and thing. What happened? Kill the baby and thing, right? So you see what happened there? And thing what happened is just the same way. So the most I could miss you and put it on your children. And put it on your children. And
lot, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, officer.
You touch the apple of your eye. The thing that you love most, you understand? You're going to make that pay to like, you know how serious it is. You're not playing.
Yeah, so you don't go against your brother because you never know what punishment, when he go put a punishment on you and thing too. You know, in your old age, you might feel like, yeah, boy, I achieve everything and thing. And this boom out and thing. Looking this strong and then but in 2 weeks, 3 time, you don't know why wait now. But that man was, what going on with you, boy? You know, that's something like somebody get small like they say HIV and thing whatever, and he's stressing and stress and thing. In no time, that's draw down just so. I want to know what really going on with you. Yeah. And that's just what it is out here. And all too, right? And that's so sure again that the next one that's so sure again that when we don't think the rain, don't think them flooding thing for canal and don't take it for this places flooding and drainage and nobody clean them drains and all them thing. Nah, that's bigger than that. And thing, right? Give me Nehum 1 and 3.
Yeah, 1 and 3. Right? And here the book of Nehum chapter 1 and verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
Alright. So when the Mosai say he's slow in anger, the Mosai doesn't want to hurt people out here and thing, right? But again, when the Mosai talking and thing, right, and especially to the nation is choosing people and don't want to hear anything, right? This is where the reward does come on. This is where the reward does come on the Mosai too. And same thing with the other nations and them, right? Again, when the right, it's like right, the Mosai set up the laws and thing, and like right, nobody want to take heed to the things I see and thing, right? He's sending all the messages, sending all the prophets and them. Nobody want to hear. Okay. Nation of Israel and them heathen nations too, punishment one time and thing too. They don't want to hear. And see what was happening with that's was them brothers was bringing out in the streets and thing. David was a man of the Mosai and thing, right? So you see what happened when David was on the scene and thing. David wasn't just cleaning up the nation of Israel. You actually deal with his people first. Just like how Christ said, I come from my people, and then after the other nations and things. So you know what we do? He clean up the nation of Israel. And guess what happened now? When you see all them other nations practicing all the meetings of the Most High, he went on a rampage, wiping them out too again too. Because why he order? Because if you leave this that's what you see again. You have some brothers in the streets and thing, right? Living down by you, right? You know, you see that brother, you see that brother that's smoking and thing, but not knowing that that brother smoking he gonna come into influence about maybe 20 other brothers to smoke and thing out here, and not knowing that you know what? That you influence. That one person just so happened with when the Most High tell Saul, hey, kill wait, name see what happened? He leave back one, they come back to country. The same people today, with the Amaleks and them, when the Most High tell Saul kill every one of them, the same people today, what happened? The Amaleks and them, the same people today take your identity. And now they everybody, we Jewish and we Israelis and thing, right? And they're all up on we land, right? And you see what happened today? Because right, that the influence of some people. They're not to be trusted, not to leave alone. And think to it. They don't wanna be that, because like it's like this and all too. If you're in smoke, you don't have to worry about cancer. You don't have to worry about your body getting a nervous breakdown. You don't have to worry about being aggressive and thing. You're gonna be way more calmer. You're gonna be thinking different and things. Somehow or the other, when people in the wickedness will tell you all these make up things to make you feel like these things really work. Yeah, these things really work and things. It's really good and thing, right? And then I say, when you watch back and you watch back now, hey, watch everybody. Wait now, what really going on with me, boy? And you realize, and you are just in a trance and thing till they come out of that and thing to say, same thing what happening out here with the Mosai and thing. The Mosai don't want to be angry to kill, but he have to do it because people are getting influence. One person could influence a lot of other people to do that same wrong. And thing, and the same thing with our vibes, because the same person just like when you watch what Christ do and thing, that we have to follow after, and we have no excuse because he is the example. Everybody like to come and say the laws done away with and thing, but then Christ come to be reckless on the face of the earth, because now it come like a man could do he free to do what he want and thing, right? No punishment and thing, right? But nah, that not so. Christ come to show you how to walk. So now he's our example. So we know that we have no excuse and not do anything he do and thing, right? He born just like we. Mary and Joseph was his parents, and the Most High was a spiritual father, just like we have we parents too. Same thing, my parents, and then after we have a spiritual father, and also which is the Most High. Same thing. So we have no excuse and not following Christ today, right? And things, right? So when you go through you can read it over.
For sure. The book of Nahum chapter 1 and verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and in the clouds are the dust of his feet.
So when you watch all these things again, these things a lot of things that stress people, right? So you watch whirlwinds and things, where you see like hurricanes and things taking place, tornadoes and things, like all these storms and things. You see lightning strike and all these things and thing breaking down and thing, right? Coming down the road, and then after clouds and thing, darkness and thing coming and thing, right? And then you watch again like dust and thing too the same way and thing too, like when you're watching all these the deserts and all these things, all these is tools the Most I have to punish people on the face of the earth. You know what? Make you feel like there's the earth that's taking course just with natural disaster and thing. This is just what the thing that they come up and say, well, yeah, that is natural disaster and thing, and you know what? Yeah, we just going with these things, and you know what? We not really knowing the power how the Most High work and how powerful the Most High is and all too.
So okay, if I may real quick, right?
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing on the earth is for you not to know it have a consequence to anything. So that is what they're pushing. That is why God is all love and everybody's one. You know what I mean? There's always to put on our blinkers, our blinders, so that everybody that want to do crime could go ahead and commit it to the fullest extent. And you would never have a gauge, you would never have no barrier, nothing stopping you from going, you understand, and doing a crime, going and doing a piece of evil. Because you don't know again with it. You understand? That is the mission on the earth today. That is why, you know what I mean? They doesn't want you to know this. That is why, you know, religious institutions set up on the face of the earth to let you know that they have boundaries. They have a way that you're supposed to live. You understand? They hear the Lord saying, I just have my way in the whirlwind. You understand? In the storms and in the clouds. When you feel you go do something behind my back, you feel, you understand, like you push this agenda and LGBTQ and this and that, the other. Now they feel is that I know how to touch all you up. I know, you understand, all yourself, you understand, all the lackadaisical behavior, will go down and flood up them dreams and them. So when I send extra rain now, when I send this here now, you know, go happen, flood. And then you go think, you understand, you go say, boom, you know, this flood, you know what I mean? This cause, you say to yourself, oh gosh, we had to stop the rain. Yeah, but if 1.5 meters of rainfall, it ain't go flood. But if 2.5 meters of rainfall, it had to come from somewhere, somebody sending it. So that's what the Lord say, I go among you playing you're ignorant and you're stupid and you're dotish. You're playing hard and you don't want to listen. You understand? This is how you go touch all you up. And I just stress you as the brother now saying there. I go just stress your tail, you understand? Good and proper. I go fix you, I go straighten you out. You playing your bad? You understand? That's how the Lord like to do it. You understand? A masterful piece of art. You know what I mean? You know to touch you up very well. When you think, you understand the scripture saying your security. When you're behind your big fence. You understand? Nobody could come up and we zone up in Westmore and think. We look here, we see 1%. All kind of different ways, no problem. You understand exactly what you sow, I know exactly how to reap. I know exactly what to give. You understand? You want a plant, I go give a tree. You want a plant, I go give a fruit, no problem. You understand? That is how the Lord like to do it. Yeah? So go ahead.
Yeah, so see again, yeah, so this is what you ask people like we are with black brothers, right? Stop thinking carnal and stop listening to people at the world and you know all these politicians out there to trick we and all too, and then after when you watch out again it's the same thing over, same thing over and no you know get no answers and all too. It's like right 5 years 5 years come, you know 4 years in see and then after the what they do? They put a drain in front of your eye and thing, or they put up some building, right? You know what happened there? You know when you wake up in the morning, it is like, yeah, hey wait now. 4 years you ain't see nothing, right? But then after now you wake up in the morning, you see a drain in front of your head. Now you feel like you're right, you know what? Yeah, that good that's happened there and thing, right? Because no flooding coming, but then after when you watch the canal, let's say it no. So it take you all them years for you to see a MP. Right, or a politician in front of you and thing, right? And then after now, they're like, oh, yeah, boy, look, they do something for me because that register in your head that we're seeing there, you're seeing all that drainage in front of your face now. And like nothing, you see happen, you suffer for four years again. The same thing happening to me. And you know what? We go see now what, hey, all this thing here now, we're going to say, well, boy, Rolly's a waste boy. Patrick Man was really Patrick Man really know you are seeing with that and thing. And you know we're gonna think that again, and then after come UNC again, they'll go like Kamla go in, and then after we think again, and then after when you watch you again, same thing over and over, and black people and realizing that hey, these things set up to lose we, and that is not who the most I set up for we and thing, right? And when you should really be coming together as a people, we do not need politics for we to survive and thing. When you watch we as a people and thing, right? What the people who really making money off our black people and thing, right? And see for yourself if it's really politics we really need to be playing in, or if it's really we need to be coming together. What sports and thing, what the economy, what the people and them who working in all these high places and thing, right? What the people and them who baking. Now when coming to food wise, there's no other nation on the face of the earth can maybe compare with all these different foods and them and thing and having it tasting delicious and thing, like compared to these other nations, when these other nations just have a singular like something that's single would have and they're selling, when we as black people could compare all these foods and make all these food. But when you watch who we working for and thing, working for all these noodles and thing. When you go through all the Passover, when the most I tell you certain things, hey, you carry it with flour and thing, with no yeast and thing, we find other ways to make things with that flour. You know what happened thing? These other nations take it from me. And don't feel like when they come and hear about bust up shot and Talbury and all these things and you know going on there, we thinking that you know what? Like these other nations and them food and thing. These food come from us. These nations and them, they know about these things and them. Because when I watch them other nation, they was eating any and anything. And thing, right? Any and anything. That's why the most I give with the laws. So people now with the most I telling you, hey, do eat pork, crab, shrimps, lobster. Then after you tell you certain things with flour, hey, do it no I don't want you eating no Eastern thing, but you're making other things, and when you watch you as a nation and thing, we glorify all these other nations in the food, but we own none of these food businesses and things, or none of these factories and them. When you watch the clubs and them we playing for and thing, right? Watch the leagues and them all over the world, IPL. When you watch Brian Lara, Vivian Richards, all these men and them, right? All these sports and them thing. Where the clubs and them for these men and them to say, well, hey, you know what happened there? We just the same thing, talent again, we playing for them. We ain't hiring nobody to come and play for we. Same thing goes again to all the economy and thing, all the schools and them and thing, right? We coming out and thing again, and what's happening again? Going all them universities and thing, coming out all the degrees and thing, and what the back end and thing, no institution and all kind of thing, right? That even went to show you and all too, just about 3 years ago and all too, that you know what, not even for black doctors and all too and nurses that East Indian could come out and say, hey, don't hire black nurses and thing, right? No problem, they say that and thing, right? But where you black nurse could go to your wait name, they say show you again, your own hospital, they say right there going on, hey, you don't hire me and right, no problem, let me go to my black go to my black hospital. See what happened there, we are all the black we same thing, black doctors, black nurses and thing, and no institution for we and thing, because we have to go to the other nation. We same thing happen, we're not coming together, and it have black people had the money, could pull these resources to themselves and you know what, and help black people and thing. And even when you're doing that and all to what happening, they say like, you know what, some black man say, well, we really going to open a hospital and thing forever. Yeah, but you know, let me stop thinking about my money for myself. I really think about my nation. What go happen there? You go start to pull black doctors and pull them black doctors. What go on there? Black doctors are black friends and thing, right? And the same thing happen, and black friends are black friends again, and it keep on spreading. And now you know what happened there? There's blackness that's coming right through, and that's making money. And what more powerful, which is the same thing again.
No, but just not the hard thing about it. They tell them they making money. You know why? Because they know for a fact black people don't have the money and power. That is what going on. We need, you understand, structure from the Israelite school or universal practical knowledge. Just sit down and reason it out. Because the only reason they ain't doing it because they're afraid. As soon as you start to stand up for your people, they start to come together, you will get a fight. Understand some. You just have to know that you're in a war. The problem with all people, they don't understand that they're in a war and they're thinking that they can stand up in the middle. They think there's some kind of gray area somewhere and they can stand up and do nothing. That's not the case. You're in a war and you're losing. You're not seeing, you understand how bad you're losing, right? The thing is, what you will do is either you continue to get licks and get eat up until you reach to devastate you, or you come together and stand with your people because you're at war in any case. These other, they call it races for a reason. The Bible, you understand, every nations, now they bring it, they change it to race, you know? Who had the ability to change, you understand, the term nations to race? Them. Yep. They know, you understand, that it's a race of people. There is a race over there. So don't talk about no race carry people in. Because we, as black people, as Hispanic people, Native Indian people, all always blacks in any case. Or before Father Jacob, he's a Negro. So all always Negroes, you understand? Don't tell me about that because we don't have the ability to enact no sanctions and to boycott people. And I say we in high end, you understand, East Indians. We can't do that. We don't have the ability, but they're telling we, you understand, not to hire black people. No problem. Leave we be. Why it is they can't leave we alone then, if that is the case? If it is we such a problem, right? And you have no thing and this and that and all, it's so high class and it's so much better. Leave it to build your own thing and them, but they ain't doing that. So understand the so-called black man. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's better you do. It's better you blast to do, you understand, and come together with your people and them and let you survive and let you rock it out, because the most important thing is to know that God love you, God on your side, God trying to back you, use your righteous on the earth. He gave your forefathers laws and them, you understand, so use the people and them, have the only people with the capacity now to make this whole thing change. So that is the mission. That is why when we come in here, we're looking for soldiers, because we need men to stand up and to govern. So that them will influence the other people now to come and stand up, because at the end of the day, it's a whole nation that we come here for. But we need the people in them who go stand up in place, like we self, understand, by the grace and mercy of the Most High, trying to stand up in place to hold our corner, to hold we end some way. You understand? To build up some power. You understand? So now we could come back, you follow, and influence the whole ghetto, influence this area, influence that area. You understand? Like we know, boy, we have the ability to come together. If they want to keep you working, wherever the case, and there are plenty people working in the public service and they have their own private practice. They working in private hospital. So what I'm to you? It's the same goes for any industry. Go ahead. Learn from them, whatever the case is, them learning from you. What invention they make? What invention they make? They taking all the invention, all of that, and they want to hold it to the degree, whatever the case is, they want to put it on paper, no problem. But you utilize that skill set to help your people. Take care of your house first, what I'm to you? Or you go and fix the neighbor house and your house undone. That ain't making no sense. Fix your house, you understand? That we have to do. Plug in today. At the end of the day, you're in a war. You go and get licks anyway. Why you just don't stand up, you understand, and learn to stand up with your people and them. That's what we're here for. Not to see like you don't have an outlet, you don't have an avenue to go and ask question 2905173. ICPK.com. Send messages like crazy. Go ahead and flood it out. Call the lines. You understand? At the end of the day, it is going to happen. That's why we understand what war we're in. We understand what's going on. We trying to help you go and get on stream too. You understand? When you fix and get on stream now, you understand? And fix your mentality and fix your frameworks. You understand? Now you can fix your people. You understand? But we right now we wired wrong. And that is what we have to see. We have for ourselves have to recognize, just like somebody who have a bad habit. You're drunken, you like this, you understand? You like to gamble, you like to smoke. Whatever the case is, you like to do evil, you have to recognize, I have a problem. You understand? Recognize that. That is my problem. Where does it stem from? Who it is responsible for this? We could tell you. The Lord say the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judge. He covered the face. He don't want we to put proper judgment on the earth. You understand? We come to lay no way. Nobody can cover we. You can't put a bag over we head. You ship it out. The Most High send we have a job to complete, and He said that when He would go out, it go bring it go accomplish what it is it set out for. It ain't gonna return to He void. It ain't coming back empty, you mad or when you send a shot by that shot busting, you telling yourself. You understand? Don't watch who in power. The Lord know who in power. He know all this. Where the hell we breathing for and coming on the radio talking and showing the scriptures and showing you what really taking place for? If that ain't the case. So you're not in the fear, no? You're supposed to fear He. All this thing is a punishment. You not being in power is a punishment because you live off that. You didn't like power. You understand? You didn't like to be comfortable. You didn't like the responsibilities that come with power. You didn't like that. You didn't like safety. You understand? So you in a corner now and taking like back belly and side. That is not how we supposed to be living. That is not what the Lord created for we. You understand? So let come happen. Really hell small. Man, you could come from anywhere. We don't care. I'm in school and them I used to read before and okay. We don't care. Money, power, who that belong to? Who does give that? Rock with the man who does give that, Eddie Lord. Rock with the man who understands how to run the things right. Everybody interested in drugs and whatever the case. We know drugs just kill people, mash up people. That is why there's no liquor, you understand? Abuse of liquor. You don't have no liquor stores up in Westmoreland and them places. Watch it. And no churches on there. There are no liars, you understand? They ain't setting up no place like that in their communities. They know why. You tell me the rich don't need saving? Apparently not. There are no churches up in there? Nah, man. All I understand what's going on. If the destructive things in place, if all and you're seeing the outcome of our society, of our community, where these things is, and you're not seeing it in where the rich and highfalutin is, and they're flowing and money running, you have to check yourself. You have to do an assessment, a threat assessment, and see what's taking place. And come and fix that. Let the ghettos as Commandant General and I say he can't wait, you understand, till he's seeing all the ghettos and them with gated communities. And you have to pass your ID and think somebody have to know you to come inside the ghetto, to come in the Bitum, come in John, you understand, to come in Arima, to come in Grandi, you understand, to come in Point Fortin, to come in Library, to come in Enterprise, you understand? Come in Sawa, you understand? You have to show your ID, you can't come in here just so, you understand, come up in what you call it, with them, Caledonia. And there's no killing, you understand? Men not on that, men billing. They come off for that shippiness. They billing because now we have opportunity to share the wealth. Now we have opportunity to take care of each other. You understand? So the same doctors and them sisters them who can't do nothing and they ain't get that ability. Now, you understand? All they train them, all they make for men, they will come, you understand? All they have a career because they can see what other people. They can have a career and train. And them sisters and them will teach them now, you understand, how to have prenatal care and certain things. Them could come up as nurses, all kind of things, cleaners, whatever the case is. It have jobs for everybody. We need to direct our attention and we love to them. And stop run down life. And we go in Greece and all them places and spending all the money up in there and making them economy big. And we get those them suffering. And the same brothers them had no choice to come and rob you and you vex. The world don't care about them. You have to care about them, you understand? So that them will not come and have a place where them can generate some money. You feel, men, plenty sisters, women especially, only know this. once they have enough, you understand, to feel comfortable and all that, all they don't need $1 million. Or they know to do that. Like for men know to set up infrastructure and engineering, innovation and things. We like to conquer, we like to build, we like to do this, we like to war. That is how the Lord build we. All they know this, you understand? All they need to be thinking about that and give the men the opportunity, you understand, that we have right now to go ahead and start a build and let men see this, how we're supposed to operate. We can infect the place with this kind of spirit. That is the only way it's going to happen. Big up my soldier again, Officer Makakobal, you understand? It have brothers, Makwayak, you understand? Big them up, big up all the brothers in the UPK all across the world. Because that way here and here, you understand the solutions for the people and them. Because them about the people, they're thinking about the people, doing things to the people, operating in the place to the people and them. So they're looking for more opportunity to serve. What do you think we're here for? At the end of the day, you understand, we'll get licks if we're not doing it. So I'm not trying to get all our licks. You understand? You trying to get all our licks, Sula?
No.
Oh, you want to know? Back over to you, Warrior. Go ahead.
Yeah. And at the same time, we big up you know, Musa be with Dr. Gabriel at the same time, because she was one of the doctors who when I check out that what happened, she went to sit down somewhere, right, and the get some East Indian doctors tell her that hey, there's enough for you to sit down here, and with that now she ended up lashing out, and you know she might be a lot of obscene, and you know she might be, you know, tell them that hey, this is where it is and thing, right, and what happened, they end up firing each for. So when she check out, you know, she parents spend a lot of money maybe to send she to go through all that which she medical right, and then after now for that's why bad, right. Let me just say obscene and thing, right, but what they saying, right, so the doctor, the next East Indian doctor said don't hire them. That's what happened. That's what the brother was saying. The East Indians have power in this country, right? That's why they could do that to do one thing, right? The Syrians have power, right? But what happened here now, right? So the same sister, she just lashed out and thing, right? That's what happened. Then right now right now, you know what she's seeing right now after all that? Not an institution in higher she, right? And thing, right? For that and thing, right? That's what she that's what happened, because they tell she do sit down there, right? And I hope Dr. Gabriel, if you're listening, I think, you know, listen to ISCBK, because I think where they say right now you might be selling mangoes and things, selling fruits and things, right? All well, as long as you know you're not doing nothing to offend your brother and you know, to put your brother them in problems and things too, right? No drugs, no guns and things, nothing illegal. All well and thing too again, right? But you need to come to listen to your speaker and get yourself right and all too, and thing with the Musa and all too. So you know, we ain't forget what happened to you and thing too, and out here what happened to you and thing too, and it's sad to see that what happened, right? So again, the ICP, you know, this is what we out here for we people, right? And you see what happened. Just like what happened now. So you see what happening, what trending again, right? So the World Cup. Flooding, trending, die something at the Musa and thing, right? So don't get caught up in with me, man. You know what trending again right now? Christmas. Something not at the Musa again, and all these things now to lose you. See the place as they realize the place getting dark, that will come in people's mind. Right through the air, nothing, right? But as the place start to get dark now, you see from 6 o'clock, everybody in the mind say, no happening now. Everything now, that's how the brothers see now. So what happened there? We're working for all these other nations and things. What happened now? Because you're working for all these other nations and things, now these hidden customs now we come in. You know what happened there now? You might instead want to be working them all them hours, because now you're going on. You ain't work them hours, somebody going and look to hire you now. And now the hire some of these things weighing on your head and thing, all these Christmas attires and thing, right? That you don't want to put on, but you have to put it on because that's the employer working for and thing, right? And if you decide not to go and work and thing and do it, something you know that hey, you're not supposed to be celebrating and thing, what will happen here and thing. And because we have no power, we don't follow the things we were set up for we going on. We working for heathens, and then after heathen practices and thing coming, right? And you go through the same thing again, this is the thing with the Musa I was talking about again to the nation of Israel, hey, follow not the way of the heathens and them, right? And you go see where these things come from and thing too again, and that's we can't get that thing, but let's give something real short to let people know that hey, this Christmas thing is something very nasty and thing, right? Give me Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1 and 2, right?
Showing somebody that the other day. As just bringing out on the promenade now.
Yeah.
You understand? That is Nimrod. You call I want to say the proper word and thing. Yeah, but it's private part.
Yeah.
Like Nimrod private part. This Christmas thing, you understand? The heads are people that didn't want to worship that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When you're ready.
Go ahead.
from 1?
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Right, so 1 here now and 2, right? So 1, the Most High talking to the nation of Israel, wasn't talking to everybody. So again, never no time that the Most High was talking to every nation in the face of the earth, right? When you go through the Old Testament, you will see one thing coming right to the nation of Israel, right? Even when Christ come on the scene, Christ didn't say the nation of Israel. He say the lost sheep, right? That the house of Israel, right? So Christ added it, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Because now we as a people, we don't know our identity, we don't know who we are, we don't know our culture, we don't know the Most High is we power. And then right? So now Christ letting you know that lost sheep, right? And now you have to come back. You're lost, you're going to have to come back and learn, right? The real baptism, you getting all these knowledge back in your head. Not that dip in water, thing and bash and put you in white and flip you back in the water and thing. That's not the baptism, Christ, that's not the baptism was Christ was thing, right? The real thing, keeping back the coming back to the Most High laws, statutes and commandments. That's what the Most High was talking about. Go ahead to verse 3.
Right? We done from finish jump verse 2? Or jump?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
Alright, go ahead.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Right, so you see now again, this is now the Christmas tree, right? So as you now read it, now I go just read this part here, now, right? I'm going into Genesis 9 and 10, right? So if you just want to thing I'll just let me read over, and now we go get this now. So Genesis 9 and 10, right? I'll be reading this one. This one.
Yeah. Will it fair? Yeah, that's a serious thing. You understand? The scripture is not saying they deck it, you understand, with silver and with gold. They're dressing it then with silver and gold. Yeah. Yeah, what they used to do, you know, I mean, same custom that I Jeremiah, like before Christ time, and they say, oh, Christ is supposed to be about how to do with Christ, Christ how to do with Christ, all kind of thing.
So when I go back into the thing, right, Genesis, right, this was Nimrod, right? When I go back in scripture, the Most High say he was a mighty man, right? So when he was a mighty hunter, even in the eyes of the Most High, right? Not he was from the nation of Israel. So it's something like when you watch the hunting, right? Lionel Messi and thing like Cristiano Ronaldo and thing, right? But then after we brothers and more skillful footballers too, right? But they're not in nation as well. So this is the same thing happening now here thing. So no matter like, when you go on Trinidad and thing, right? You go hear about you touch on Trinidad, you hear more Brian Lara, Dwight York and thing. Them fellas was that's very good at that at the level of playing all these games and thing, right? Football, cricket and thing, right? This is now what happened here with Nimrod and thing, right? So although Nimrod wasn't a part of he was not an Israelite and thing, right? He was not God chosen people, but he was a very skillful hunter and thing, right? So he was a giant when you go in and thing. So he was a giant in Africa, which was we not Africans and thing, right? And even the Israelite knowing him that he very good at where he was and thing, right? So he had recognition and thing, right? So this is where the Christmas coming from, right? And after Nimrod passed away, right, his mother, which was his lover, right? This is what people don't know one thing, right? So Nimrod, right, was having sex, right? So when you go to the laws and thing, what the Most High was telling you that, hey, do not go and sleep with your brother, thy sister and thing. This is what now black people have to move about from calling themselves Africans and thing, because this is the people the Most High was telling me about. Hey, don't go and sleep with brother, don't go and sleep with animals and thing, right? Cover yourself, woman, don't be naked, men don't be naked and things. Somebody walking around feel like, hey, for you to be a man, you have to be your chest out, your chest outside. When all these things was lost, this is the people the Most High was telling you, hey, do not go and follow one thing, right? So this is the thing here. And when you go on to it now, Nimrod went and Nimrod was having having sex with his mother. His mother was his lover. So a woman who make him grow him up and thing, right? And as you know, your opinions could stand up and thing, right? You know decide to go and have sex with your mother, right? And guess what happened now? Nimrod passed away, right? And not knowing that his mother so in love with him and all too now. It's like, you're going on. She now memorial to bring to not to forget Nimrod. She now bring this now to the people now that hey, Nimrod in this tree, evergreen tree, right? With the evergreen tree, and the evergreen tree now is really penis and thing, right? And the balls now on the tree, the Christmas tree now is the people them who was not celebrating not celebrating that. And what she do, she cut off the head to frighten people and to let them know, hey, if you want to celebrate, this go happen to you, right? And you see all the gifts and thing. This is like what she was bringing in tribute to Nimrod. So like, you know what? Hey, Nimrod and that. So bring all your gifts and things. So this, you know, you get the gifts from the tree, and there's all this thing, and it's a little more to go to all the Christmas, and then after now the white man now take it over and bring it into mass. It was Xmas and thing, whether that be in all the church having sex and orgy and all kind of thing, and to know to make to feeding that now with Christ. This is what they call it Christmas and all kind of thing, right? And this is what these things are not these things is not a part of the Mosai and thing like that. And this is now where guys, you know, go bring that truth and thing to you all black people. Christmas is a very nasty thing. That somebody was a man was having sex with his mother, and that would have come from and thing, right? Just like today, what happened with Nimrod? When you watch out that same spirit of Nimrod here, remember a certain time Nimrod now gather all these nations and them to go and see if they can meet the Mosai and one language, and you know the Mosai do is separate them, right? But that's imagine now that same spirit appears today. Guess what happened right now? Chinese celebrating Christmas, Africans celebrating Christmas, the Arabs and them celebrating Christmas, the white man celebrating Christmas, and guess what? You know who celebrating? You shouldn't be celebrating this. So-called black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man, you celebrating Christmas. So that same spirit. That's how they gather all the people. They go and build the Tower of Babel. Same thing happen now too. That same spirit applies today with all these other nations celebrating the same thing right now.
So if I may, because a critical point about what you're saying there, people need to understand. What was the reason these people Nimrod was guarding the people against to do? What he was guarding them for?
To go against the Mosai.
That's the most important thing you had to watch. You understand? So this same penis, you understand, this Christmas tree, the obelisk in what you call it, in Washington DC and all them places and them, the obelisk, you understand, the symbolization of Nimrod's penis is private part, and this nasty what you call it, this thing against the Mosai, and that is the next thing that I watch too. Right? That means, you understand, in other words, they're telling God, you understand, to hell with you or screw you. That thing that pointing up to the Mosai there, you understand, is my rod, and that's how disgusting and disrespectful these other races is. So when you celebrating Christmas and all them things, and them, you laying God, you don't care about God, you cussing God. You them know I don't care about you, and in the most obscene way too. Very disrespectful, you understand? If I chop down that tree and burn it, that is why them tree and them just burn. The place showing me a rod, you understand? The Mosai not on that. Know your place. You understand? Batch your back and batch in that corner. Tap up your head, you understand? Like, you know what time of the day it is? Shake you up and shake your jelly. The place just so, you understand? God not playing with that. You'll see your house burn now again this Christmas. All they play mad. All they play God, man. All you hear, you want to feel, all you want to hear. You understand? You want to take it, all you go feel. You go feel because you know you're spreading this poison to nobody else. Nobody isn't telling the father, F you. You understand? They ain't telling him that. They ain't doing that. Not here.
We are the street. The street. 919 The only radio station bringing perfect balance between entertainment and talk. Entertaining with current affairs and social issues.
We should just sit down and take the foolishness that's being meted out because of fuel. You feel that all you're real bad.
Right? Unlike his situation, and I don't even want to go back and bring up and highlight.
You don't have a good record where that is concerned.
Having you in the loop with trends and entertainment. Providing music that lives on.
You in charge of them training them, right? My son now
and spiritual food for the body, mind, and soul. The street, 919 FM.
we're bringing from it this weekend here and think, wow.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the street. 919 FM.
Normally say one thing, but really and truly, the parents and them really liking that. And so do the children. Let's go pay some bills. You're not on the street. 919 Go ahead.
Book of Daniel chapter 7 and verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
So you see again, so shall speak great words against the Most High.
Hailing from Rocky Point, Clarendon, Jamaica, Colvin George Scott, a.k.a. Coco T, began his recording career in 1974. One of the most versatile and down-to-earth reggae superstars, Coco T is a champion of the needy. On Saturday, 26th of November, Queens Park, Savannah, the Kingdom of Consciousness welcomes the King, King Coco T. Coco T, performing live at Kings of the Earth. Coco T. This is going to be a sold-out event, so get your tickets now. Exclusively at advertised outlets or online at islandetickets.com. Visit all our social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram for more info. Keywords, Kings of the Earth Concert.
91.9 is counting down 91 days of Christmas. Yes, 91 days of Christmas. It's karaoke, prizes to be won, giveaways. It's the 91 days of Christmas on the street. 919